Alrighty, happy Sunday, y'all. We're going to do a recap of the week and talk about what I'm going to be checking out for this upcoming week. The markets are closed to Monday, observing Martin Luther King Jr. Day. He died for our sins. So, no trading tomorrow, but Tuesday, there's definitely big watch. But before I get into that, let's talk about my trades on Thursday and Friday. Biggest theme of the end of the week, this past trading week, is all around EVTV. So this electric vehicle company here is just getting ready to explode. But in the process, it fucking exploded me. Because I took some stabs at it Thursday and Friday, ultimately failing in those. I was sizing up a little bit larger on this one just because of the potential of the breakouts. So the losses were decent, nothing crazy. That did put me red for the week. But those are trades that I would take again just because of how good this is setting up and holding that price. So Thursday again, I took some stabs at it right at the open. It looked really promising right here, and then it ended up just kind of giving back a lot of the gains that it had all morning and just kind of chopped around throughout the day. The following day, it gapped up from the previous day's close. So again, I was taking some stabs at it. This area right here in the high threes being a very key area that I was looking at. So that's why I had some conviction on it, because again, it was holding price and it was holding that price towards the breakout area of the previous day's resistance. And as you can see, again, it kind of just gave up on that, but not fully, as I started holding these 350s. I'm actually out of position in this area. I was risking the high 40s. If you can see this funky price action that happened in these two candles right here, where it went from the 350s all the way to the 330s and then came right back up. So that right there is an indicator that, one, there's some funky stuff going on with the price action of the stock, but that it wants to hold the price. So that right there, from a long bias perspective, that indicates some strength into the close. It even ended up running a little bit higher. So this stock right here is definitely one to watch going into next week. Because if this breaks out of the high fours, I can definitely see this running to $6, $7, even $8. So it could be an explosive one. Next resistance around $8, $9. And I actually am swinging a position on this. A little bit over 700 shares that I'm currently swinging. And if this on Tuesday when the market opens, ideally this opens around the high 380s, maybe even gaps up a little bit into the fours. And if that's the case, I plan to size up on this one pretty nicely, because then the breakout is even more and more convincing. And again, this has potential to run $2, $3 from the breakout price. So I definitely want to be in on this one with good enough size to take advantage of the play. Obviously, I want to do that with a specific risk in mind. So again, we'll see what it looks like on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I'll talk about whether that trade played out or not, or again, this could continue just holding up Tuesday and go into Wednesday. But more than likely, Tuesday is going to be the day where this finally lets us know, is it actually breaking out or is it crapping out? So yeah, EVTV is the main player for this week, at least going into this upcoming week. Again, tomorrow's a holiday, so no trading on Monday. Other than that, I really am not watching any other stock that's currently setting up for a potential play. FLYX Still could have a bounce. At this point, the volume's starting to really die down, and I'm starting to get less and less interested in it. So I'm still keeping it around. Still have it on the watch list, but you know, I'm not too sure if this can still give that first green day bounce. So for now, EVTV is the biggest name that I have on watch. This past week overall, again, I mentioned that it was a red week. Definitely gave back some gains from the first trading week of January. I felt like I was fighting the market a little bit more. So, you know, there's a lot of plays out there. There's stocks that are running. They're gapping up pre-market. IBRX being one of those that's been on a multi-day run. So we definitely want to keep that on watch for a setup. If I shorted stocks, I'd probably be looking at this one for a short on Tuesday, as it's pretty extended already. But at the moment, I am not shorting stocks. So, you know, I just want to keep this one on watch for a potential future bounce if it comes down, you know, enough for us to get a good play out of that. So for now, again, EVTV is the best stock that I have on watch. Definitely one that you want to keep an eye out for if it breaks out of, if it gets above $4. That's that for this video. Something short, quick, and sweet. We'll check back in on Wednesday and let's see what other plays come out. See if this one worked out. If it did, it's gonna be a good one. And if it doesn't, well, then we live to trade another day. That being said, have a great week, everyone. Catch you all on the next one. Peace.